Wow,
You
I'm
ready for that?
nervous. Unpopular opinions.
Yeah.
Let's go. K-pop fans are really opinionated. So the noise you just made. I'm so scared now. Oh my God.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Passport to Perspectives. Thank you for coming back. Woo, woo, woo. All right. So today we are going to introduce a new guest, and her name is Brynn.
Wow.
Give it up. Cheers.
I feel really cool us doing like that. Yeah, cheers.
Can you introduce yourself, Brynn?
Okay, so my name's Brynn. I'm from Texas, USA specifically. And I've lived in Korea for 2 years now.
Nice.
Same as her. We came together.
Woo woo.
Yeah. Yeah, and I lived in Gangwon-do up until August, and now I live in Seoul. So big city girl doing big city things.
Hey,
It's exciting.
We love that for you.
I know. I'm living the life.
You just moved to Seoul, didn't you?
Yeah, like end of August.
That's crazy. Like, because I know you were, y'all, she was like up near North Korea. Like, when I tell you, I was afraid to go visit.
Yeah.
That's how close she was to the border.
In the mountains.
In the
Almost,
mountains.
yeah, basically.
Like, population up there. Like, how?
See, I can't tell you a number, but I do know the county I lived in was the lowest population in Korea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were there many weak? Were there many foreigners?
No, me and the other native teacher
And that's it.
in my town. There's like 8 native teachers in like the bigger county, but in the town I taught in, just 2 of us.
Wow.
Yep.
So did you have to travel to Seoul
Yeah.
quite often?
Yeah. But it's not that hard actually because it's a military town.
Okay.
Yeah. So like most of the people that are in the town are in the military. So the buses are super frequent.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Like an hour and a half to 2 hours. And they're like every hour-ish.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So it's actually not that bad.
Okay.
Now
Well,
I'm in Seoul,
but
so it's
now
different.
you're here. Right.
Life is different now.
Life is better. Well, is it better?
Yeah,
Hopefully?
actually, yeah, it is better.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
There's things I miss about Gangwon-do and the people I met there, but it's nice to live in a city, honestly. I'm a city person. So.
Good. I'm happy that
Year
you have that new
3.
change.
Wow.
Hey, let's go. I'm trying to also move to Seoul.
Do it.
People keep telling me I'm going to hate it, but I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I need the experience.
Wait, why would you hate it?
Let's get into it.
Deep sigh.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Everyone keeps telling me that like Seoul is just overcrowded. I'm going to hate it because of rush hour. Like buses are going to be packed. Subway is going to be packed. There's too many people on the streets. It's just capitalism. I'm like, sounds like a good time to me.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Capitalism, yeah.
You know, whatever. I think personally, I just want to feel what it's like to be in a bustling city. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in a city currently, as you know, and it's decent, but it's just, you know, it's still, I don't know, it still feels like Incheon,
Yeah.
you
I
know?
get
And
that.
even though I'm technically outside of Incheon, it still
It feels too
feels the
similar.
same.
I get that.
So I also want to be closer to, you know, the doctors, the English speaking
Right,
doctors,
right.
you know, not have to travel 2 hours for that.
That's
So,
really important.
you know,
Honestly, that is like the best part about living in Seoul now is I don't have to worry about, are they open on Saturdays? Like they're going to be so busy on Saturday. I'm like, every time I look at a doctor, like hairdresser, like any place you need to make an appointment for, if they're like open past 5, I can go
exactly.
start my job. So
Ah,
so much more convenient.
I'm going to become a remote worker. I promise you
Yeah.
next year,
Let's do
I'm
it.
calling it into existence.
Do it.
Remote worker, I'm going to live in Seoul.
I'm manifesting it.
Let's do it.
No. Yeah, you can do it. And then you don't have to worry about rush hour. See, that
Let me buy
argument's
my own
straight.
car. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I'll sit in the car listening
Yeah.
to music, jamming out.
I miss that.
I
That is like
do
one of
too.
the number one things I miss in
I
Korea.
do too. And I feel like traffic wouldn't be as bad. Like the one thing I do like about the subway is that like there's no traffic, right?
Right.
It just keeps going and going and going. But the fact that it's packed. Oh, like today. No shade. A little bit of shade.
Just a little bit. It's fine.
Slightly. There, this older man, you know, comes in and like sits down beside me. You know, doesn't say anything, but this man smells wretched. Like
No.
it is so bad. And you know, Koreans always say, "Oh yeah, Koreans don't stink. They have that gene." I'm like, baby,
All people stink. Okay.
If you don't wash yourself or put something on, something, at least take a bath. This was line 1, and it's always line 1.
Yeah, it's always line 1. That's why I was like, she's talking about line 1 right now. I took it to get here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was really busy. Yeah, there's a lot more elderly people.
Jesus, they all live here.
Really? They do.
Literally, they all live in Incheon. They live like right outside of Seoul, and they always come to Incheon. So it's like majority elderly people, which is another reason why I would like to move to Seoul. I'm tired of looking at old people. Like there are some young people in the area, but I am just always looking at old people.
Yeah, which like we love old people.
Do we?
When they're nice, but the amount of elbows to the gut I've gotten on a subway is insane. It's insane. Like
I could talk about this for hours.
All right, next subject.
Literally, another subject, another day.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
My goodness.
Yeah, they have a line 2. So
I heard that one was the interesting one in Seoul, though.
Yeah,
so be careful on that one too.
Yeah, it's I've taken it a lot when I lived in Gangwon-do because I would come into the bus terminal on line 2, and then like everywhere I went was off of line 2. So it's like the line I've taken the entire 2 years. So living off of it's not that different. But doing rush hour on it is not fun because I have like an hour and a half commute to my work now.
And you're standing the whole time?
Yep.
I think I would cry. I'm pretty sure I would cry.
Yeah. So happy. I like have to hype myself up. I'm like, all right, today's gonna be a good day. Let's go stand in the subway packed with strangers. Yay.
Is there any part of the subway that you could, because some people really pack on the fast track subway car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you like try the other cars? Maybe like car number 1 or the last car?
Yeah, they're all bad. Dang. Yeah. So I actually, when I take the subway, I have less than an hour and a half. I have about an hour and like 15 minutes.
Okay.
But I don't take the subway as much. I take buses because it's less crowded. But yeah, line 2, I have to go into Gangnam, and everyone works over there.
Yeah.
So
that's where I want to live.
That's where you want to live?
Yeah.
Oh, you live really close to me then.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah. Gangnam's like pretty cool actually, but it is terrible during rush hour. So
yeah.
And then I have to take like the dark red line. I would have to take that down.
Okay.
And that's like for anyone going out of Seoul is taking that. So that is also crazy busy because a lot of people work outside of Seoul. So I take buses, but it takes longer.
Yeah,
but sometimes I can sit on a bus.
I was about to say, could you sit down?
Yeah, it depends on the day and like who's getting off when I'm getting on.
Gotcha.
But if luck's on my side, I can sit down. So
from now on, luck will be on your side.
Thank you. You're giving me luck.
Today is K-pop day.
Wow.
I know you guys have been waiting for us to just go in on K-pop and all that good stuff. So we're going to get into some Reddit posts and read some opinions, unpopular opinions about K-pop, and of course, give our perspectives on it as well.
Wow,
you ready
for
that?
Unpopular opinions.
Yeah.
Let's go. K-pop fans are really opinionated. So the noise you just made. I'm so scared now. Oh my God.
This one is not a Reddit post. I just really wanted to talk about it. You know, when you're walking through the streets of Korea, how there's music playing on every single street of every corner of every walk of your life. Correct?
So overstimulating. Yeah.
Yes. And like literally you'll hear one song over here and then one song over here and like they're combating each other.
Sometimes it's the same song, but at different parts in the song.
Why did they do this
and then your brain's
us?
like, what's going on?
This is not neurologically pleasing.
No, please stop, please.
And so have you ever, you know, while you're walking down the street, you've heard that song so many times that you've ended up hating it. Like you just cannot.
Okay. Well, when I first got here, when you first got here too, New Jeans was like the number one thing here. Like everywhere you went, New Jeans was playing.
Yes.
And now I can listen to their songs.
Yes.
Even their like older songs. Even Hype Boy, which is saying something because when I first got here, I did not want to hear Hype Boy. I didn't want to see the name. I didn't even want to think about Hype Boy because every time I walked outside in Seoul, it was playing.
Hype
or
Boy.
Even at school, my students constantly playing that song.
Girl.
So now that it's like phased out from the playlist.
Yes.
I respect it more. I like it more. I actually really like it. But
yeah,
for a moment there, I was like, please no more. Hype Boy, no.
put it off.
We can't keep being so hyped. Like, you have to stop.
Literally, New Jeans. Wrote it down before Brynn even got here. Like, New Jeans just came in like a tidal wave. Like,
right.
And they are so good. Their songs are so catchy. Like, I really like them.
So catchy.
But the one that was like overplayed for me was not Hype Boy, but the other one, Super Shy.
Oh, right. Super Shy too. Yeah.
My girls, because I have high school girls.
Oh, right. I bet they were doing that dance every day.
The way that they do K-pop dances, like they will outplay these dances.
Yeah.
And I love it because it's cute. They're awesome. Have a great time,
Right.
you know? Yeah. But dang, play that song one more time in my classroom.
Can we do something else, please?
Like I started playing American pop songs.
Right. Yeah, like I started doing that too. And back when I taught middle school, and my middle schoolers, like, teacher, we want to listen to K-pop. This is English class. Let's listen to some, I don't know, Ariana Grande.
Exactly.
That's the only Western artist they know. So I was like,
Beyonce
and Bruno Mars
and Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj.
My students didn't know Nicki Minaj.
Girl,
what goes on?
I don't know. Like,
I mean, fair enough.
Right?
Were they singing the lyrics though?
Some of them were.
Right.
Some of them like
Cute.
are dancing.
Cool. Nice. Right.
Dancing.
Dancing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get it.
Right.
All right. There is an elementary school that is partnered with our school, and like we share a courtyard. So like I am friends with the elementary school teachers, foreign teachers. And so we'll talk like after lunch. We'll just stand outside and chill after lunch. And this one kid, well, a few kids, but this one kid asked me, teacher, do you know Ice Spice? Excuse me?
Do you know Ice Spice?
Right, literally. And you know, Ice Spice is light skin with red hair.
Right.
So I was like,
where's this conversation going,
okay,
actually?
where are we going?
Yeah. Oh, Ive too.
Ive? Which song's from Ive?
Me forgetting every song they've ever released. Baddie was played a lot when it came out. You know,
think I know it.
Baddie.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was played as much as New Jeans. It's just that the tone that they sing in is very distinct. So when you're walking down the street, like, you can pick it up.
Yeah,
like,
I get that.
You know,
who's the group that sang "I'm a Tomboy"?
Idol.
Yeah.
G-Idol.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I don't know if you said G-Idol or Idol. I'm so sorry. That one, Tomboy. But Queen Card was the one that was
Queen
played
Card.
more.
Oh my gosh, there's so many songs that were just like, please stop playing this.
Yeah. Honestly, most girl group songs are the ones that are played the most.
Right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, and maybe that's why I like boy groups so much, is because I don't hear them often. I only hear them when I want to hear them, as opposed to like just hearing them randomly down the street. Yeah. Except for 17. 17, they get some play.
Oh, 17 is the group.
Yeah,
here.
BTS 17, they get play.
Yeah. I actually don't hear BTS that much.
Same recently.
It's interesting. And my students don't talk about BTS.
Same.
17's the group.
Yeah, they are. My two students talk about 17 and wait, it might just be 17. That's crazy. I never even thought about that.
They're like above all other boy groups. Because like the other ones have been like circling,
right,
like phasing out for at least for middle schoolers, from what I can tell. So there was like the Zero Base One for a minute, and then they moved on to Plave for a while. Like they'll just keep going. But 17 is like a constant.
It's never changing.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got 13 members to choose from.
Exactly. And their music is so good.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't front. Okay, so let's get into our Reddit.
Nice.
Okay, so these are unpopular opinions or just opinions. So you might agree with it, you might not, but we're going to find out.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm so nervous.
All right. So the first one is, what do you think is the absolute worst number for groups? ? And this is why I was talking about 17.
Like members?
So I know a lot of people dislike even number groups that are too small or too big, etc. And I was wondering, what, in your opinion, is the absolute worst number of members to have in a group? What makes choreography look the worst? Line distribution super uneven or awkward sounding? Or what makes the variety awkward? Yeah. So what do you think?
Personally, I really like watching groups who have more members.
Mm.
So I think I have liked groups that have 4 members, but I always find myself wanting more from their choreography. Just
Yes.
personal taste. I like it to be fuller. And I would say maybe 6.
Okay.
Sometimes feels awkward to me. I think some groups have gotten better about it because a couple of years ago, I can't think of many groups who had 6 members. But these days it's a bit more popular. But just seeing like the 3 and 3 kind of feels awkward to me sometimes.
Okay. I get that.
But yeah, I would say like the lesser members, the more awkward it feels, in my opinion.
I would have to agree because I'm thinking of one group in particular that's coming to mind, but I don't really know too much about this group. So no hate, no shade. But Card. Yeah. So
I haven't heard that name in years.
I know. Okay, I feel old, but
yeah, I'm kidding.
yeah. So I know about Card because I really like Big Matthew.
Right.
And, he's got certain energies that, we like over here.
You know what she's talking about.
Okay.
Right.
Where is he from? He's from somewhere in America, but I forgot
English
where.
speaking.
But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So, but their group, like, it's cool, but like dances are not necessarily
Right.
eye-pleasing. Like it's more about the music video than it is about like choreo and things like that. But then you look at a group like 17 and their choreo is like super fun. Right. It's so many things to watch, but sometimes it could be overstimulating. So I am kind of in the middle where I think like 8 members.
That's a convenient number.
It is. Say. 8 members.
Keep watching to find out.
Literally. 8 members or like 7. Sometimes I like odd numbers too because there's one person that can always be in the middle.
The person.
Yeah, the person in the middle. So it just depends. But if you can make it, because a group that we love that has 8 members, make it look like someone is always in the middle. Right. But it doesn't always have to be distributed evenly that way. So it just depends for me. But I think personally, I'm in the middle of like 8 to 10. Also, with groups that have more, like 17, I don't know who they all are. I know like a handful of members.
Yeah.
And then the rest, I'm like, who that? Who's
like, oh,
who's this?
Okay. And the hair changes too. Yeah.
When I first got into K-pop, I didn't know who anyone was. I used to watch the those behind the scenes moments when they're doing like all these fun things and games and So I learned their personalities. Right. And then once you know their personalities, now you can remember who they are. Now you start to remember their face. But until I do that, you all look the same. Yeah. Like, sorry. And I know they're not the same person. And I don't literally mean they all look like the same person. I mean, like, there's just too many people's faces to like recognize and point out. A lot of K-pop groups. So many. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to the next Reddit post. Okay.
That one wasn't that bad.
No, it's not. These aren't that bad. I'm just, I preface everything by getting people scared.
You're preparing me for the worst so that it's good.
Yeah. And then get the best. Yeah, it's perfect.
I got you.
So K-pop is so dystopian and it's genuinely scary. Okay. Not a new opinion, I don't think, but there's something to be said about how the industry runs on idolizing other humans as God and treating any flaw with the same amount of heartbreak and vitriol as a religious person feeling betrayed by God. There's no room for mistakes and thus no room for growth. In the minds of some of these psycho fans, you train to be perfect, debut as perfect, and are expected to remain perfect. It's insanity. I agree.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things about the K-pop industry that is frightening, concerning, I would say. I think since K-pop has gotten bigger, it's in a way gotten worse. Yeah. But also better. I feel like the expectations are higher because like it's more global now. So like maybe companies are pressuring their trainees or like newer idols to be even better. But I would say the fan culture is interesting because fan culture is a bit different in every country.
Okay.
So think it's kind of hard to pinpoint exactly what K-pop fan culture is because it's so big now that every country is going to have their own fan culture.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll never forget, this is a not really relevant example to this question, but the first time I went to a K-pop concert in Europe, or even the first time I went to a K-pop concert here, it's very different from America.
Right.
Like American fans are very like screaming, singing, jumping, never sitting down. In Europe and in Asia, or at least the stop I went to in Europe, the fans are like sitting down. Europe is a bit more excited, but in Asia, it's a little bit more subdued during the actual songs and the talking and all those things. And so I think that's just like a surface level example of how fan culture can be so different depending on where you are in the world.
Interesting.
So I think that's always important to consider when you're getting into K-pop.
Yeah.
Korean fan culture, I'm not saying is like amazing and has no problems whatsoever. There are definitely really big problems in Korean fan culture. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to completely villainize Korean fans,
of course,
as a whole, of course. So,
but do you find the problems to be just in Korean fans or even in foreigner fans who are K-pop stans?
All fans. Honestly, it's amazing to me how you'll see like fans all over the world be like, oh, Korean fans, they're so crazy. And then like show up to the Idols hotel in Europe or like see where they are on live stream and go track them down. Like that always blows me away. I'm like, okay, what about that? Like, you know?
I have never, ever understood the obsession with stalking and wanting to see not even an idol, but a person.
Right. This was too much energy.
Okay, never understood that concept. Never will. Never want
stalkers,
to.
Like, what's up?
Like,
what goes on? How could you do that?
What's going on in your mental?
Do you need another hobby? Like, I don't
Facts.
know. Yeah.
But no, I can't. I can't do it because at the end of the day, like you said, that's too much energy, too much effort, and that's scary.
Yeah.
Like personally, I at one point wanted to be famous. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be in movies. But like when I tell you, I was so afraid of that industry. Still to this day, I'm afraid of the industry. Even doing this, like fearful that somebody's gonna, come and find me, stalk me, do something.
I mean, you never know.
You really don't.
And especially as a woman. You never know.
It's crazy out here, and you don't know who people are and where people are watching you and stuff. So you have to put yourself out there, but still keep it as safe as you can. But with these idols, like, how can they?
Right.
People literally go to the ends of the earth to find these people. And that is scary, you guys. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Stop it.
What's up? Why?
Literally
stop. Know, if your idol like flips you off, maybe take that as a sign. Like, I don't know. You heard about the NCT members doing that?
I did.
Like, if you're waiting outside their house and they walk out and flip you off, maybe think, hey, they don't like this. I don't know.
I don't know.
Just
maybe
a crazy thought. Oh, they're going to come for us now.
And if they do, they do. Like, at the end of the day, like, that's not okay. Stalking people
and
is not cool.
Idols are people.
They're
literally
just
people.
Humans.
They're just guys. They're just girls. Like, come on.
Just like us.
People. Yeah.
Just people.
And, like, they can have a significant other. I know it's crazy, but that is allowed in life.
That is
another one?
Yeah.
I'm just spoiling this whole thing. Let's go. Okay.
Because literally, but I think fan culture is something that just needs to be reworked and redone just all together, because there are some good parts about it. Like, I love when fans make videos. I think it's like the cutest thing, these little snippets of people being kind or doing something sweet for their other members. But then you've got like people who live in Delulu land and make these like insane videos and just see things that aren't really there, and while it's fun for certain groups of people, like, you're taking this person's actions and technically like reworking what is actually happening. So now this person has a video online of them doing something that wasn't even intended for that. And I'm just like, wow, this is a lot. It's a lot. There's so many different things about fan culture that it breaks my heart, honestly. Yeah. And as a fan because I am a fan, if you don't know,
surprise,
right?
Secret's out.
Literally. I'm a fan of a group called ATs. I really, really love ATs. She is also a fan.
Big fan.
That is actually how we formed our friendship, is we stand the same group.
Yep.
And so with ATs, like I love them, but I'm not a super fan. Like I know who they are. I know their personalities. I know their songs. That's about, oh, and I've been to 2 concerts.
Small fact.
Yeah, right.
Side note, I've been to their concert. Whatever, you know.
You know, but that's about as far as I'm going.
Yeah.
Like I know some people, like, you know, the little stalkers who will be outside of their door, like, or waiting at the airport for them to come off the plane, like stuff like that. That's so much effort and so much energy and so time consuming. It's like, can you let these boys live? They have a life to live just like you do.
They're doing things.
You know?
They've got a family, people to see.
Let them live.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Tell us what you guys think about fandom and how different fans react in different cultures of the world. I really want to know what you guys think about fans and fandoms. Down in the comments below. Appreciate it. So I know that, you know, you are also very much so into ATs.
Yes.
Like, can you tell us a little bit about how your fan life is with the group?
With ATs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I got into them 2019. Yeah. But I didn't do a lot in America. These days there's more to do with K-pop in the USA, but still 2019 it was like kind of transitioning into, and I don't know, we live in the South. There's not a ton to do down there. So I really didn't have the opportunity to do a lot until I moved to Korea. I saw them in concert a couple times, or like right before. But when I moved to Korea, suddenly I had like this world of opportunities of like events you can do that is like only available to people who live in Korea, and have a like Korean phone number and a Korean ARC, which is like really important because a lot of people come here and they think as tourists that they can do certain events, and some things are only for people who live in Korea.
Interesting.
So just a pro tip for everyone out there who wants to come to Korea to do things. You can do things, but some things you can't. I had this world of opportunities, and at first I was doing like the fan cafes, like the birthday cafe. I did one. Hongjoon had a photography exhibit like right after I got here. So I went to that. And then that's when I started meeting more people who also like ATs. So I had already met you and some other people, but we are very spread out around Korea. So I met some people who live in Seoul who do events, and I became really, really close friends with them, which is very lucky because in my opinion, it's kind of hard to make genuine, true, close friendships. Yes. In K-pop here. In Korea in general,
right?
But especially in K-pop scenes,
for sure.
Because sometimes it can feel like fans are in competition with each other, especially when they do events and see the groups.
Interesting.
It kind of like, you know, like the foreigner kind of like who's the better foreigner competition. Sometimes it happens. Oh, but yeah, in Korea, I suddenly had all these opportunities, and I had friends who had been doing it, so it was really easy for me to get into doing things for ATs. So I started doing music show pre-recordings. So for those of you who are not as knowledgeable with K-pop, Korea has music shows every day of the week except for Monday. And they pre-record those starting from like, I don't know, midnight until the live show at 4 p.m., 5 p.m.
Wow.
And they will play the show that night. And then there's a winner every day based on a bunch of criteria. But anyways, you can apply to go to those pre-recordings through like different things. You have to have like a certain amount of albums, and it's mostly for each group it's different, but for ATs it's by chance. So it's just how quickly you submit the form. Cool. And like the first like 100 people get in, first 300 people depending on the size. So I started doing that. I really liked that. And then I go to festivals here because there's a lot more opportunities to see them here. A lot of
festivals.
Yeah, there's a lot of festivals. So I
did you do Waterbomb?
This year I did not, but last year I did.
How is Waterbomb? Side note.
Waterbomb is great if you are not barricade. And I was barricade, like front row.
Oh.
Because you are constantly getting waterboarded by those giant water guns. So I went to the Tokyo Waterbomb last summer to see ATs, and my friends and I, we were like, oh, we're here to see ATs. We're in Japan. It happened to line up with our Japan trip.
Nice.
It was crazy. So we were like, might as well do barricade. We didn't really try, but we kind of ended up barricade.
Nice.
But then we had to wait for them to come on. So hours were spent getting splashed by this water. These people are performing. They're cool acts, but Mamamoo, some Mamamoo members performed, and I was really into that. I was like, yay. But yeah, waterboarding. So I think it would be more fun if you were like chill in the back. You could do a bunch of different things. We just didn't do that.
Gotcha.
So I would like to try it again though.
Nice. Okay.
Water bomb. Side note. You want to go?
Never want to do water bomb.
Never. Yeah.
Because I don't want to be wet for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Of the day.
It helps that it's in summertime. So
true.
it's kind of like freedom from the heat. Yeah. It was fun.
Cool.
If there's someone you want to see, do it. But
yeah. But if not, okay, cool.
It takes a lot.
Maybe one day.
So I also started getting into doing fan calls, which is like a call, like a FaceTime call basically. And you do it through like buying albums. You can do that anywhere in the world though. I just like had never really been interested in it, but I have a couple friends who do it. So they were like, you should do one. So I did it.
Who'd you talk to?
Oh, who did I talk to? The first one I did was Hongjun. Was scared out of my mind.
Why?
Like, that man, I don't know. Like I thought Hongjun's like more comforting in my opinion, you know, these things. But when it got up to talk to him, I was like, Hongjun, you know, like, I don't know. I blacked out. Can't even tell you. I do not watch my video back. I think it was fine. My friends watched it with me.
Did you record it?
I did record it, yeah. But yeah, I was so nervous. My voice was shaking the whole time. Poor guy, he was probably like, are you good? But it was good. It was during a bouncy era. And then I did 2 more with Seonghwa since then. And those were much better for me. I was much calmer. And he's really easy to talk to. Not that Hongjun's not.
Right.
Hongjun's just like so... He's Hongjun.
Was it the energy that he was pushing out? Like leader energy, daddy energy? Like what kind of energy?
He was like really nice and helpful. And he like coaxed me through because he could tell I was nervous. Like anyone could tell I was nervous. So he was like kind of like being calm with it, answering. I asked him about like his music. So we talked about music for a while. I don't know. He's just Hongjun. And I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but most people who have talked to him feel kind of similarly, like my friends at least. It's just different, you know?
Okay.
And Seonghwa, on the other hand, was like great. It was amazing. I didn't really freak out that much. Did what I wanted to. Was really giddy afterwards.
How long do you get to stay on these calls?
It depends on the store that you do it with.
Okay.
And they have changed it a couple times. So I think I did with Hongjun 3 minutes, maybe 3.5 minutes.
Okay.
But Seonghwa was only 2 minutes both times. Yeah.
Okay. So very short, but
yeah,
worth it to the people who want to talk to them personally.
It's pretty nice. I don't know. I liked it. It was
cool.
It was nice. And then I've also done one in-person fan sign since then. So.
Okay. So yeah, she's a fan.
I am a fan. Yeah, I do enjoy them somewhat, I guess.
Can you tell?
Yeah,
no,
I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
But ATs is pretty much the only group that you do these particular things for, correct?
Yeah, I do not have the energy, the wallet, the downtime to do for other groups.
Because let's be real on the wallet.
Yeah, no, for real. I was telling her earlier, I moved into Seoul, my apartment in Seoul. And as I was moving, I looked at the ATs things that I possess, and I had a wake-up call of, what am I doing? You know, I have to leave Korea eventually.
Why am I spending all this money?
What's going on? So, but it does make me happy. It kind of heals that like inner fangirl from like my preteens when being a fangirl was like a little shameful feeling.
Oh, yeah. Like here it's, you can do it and it's like not. So it's celebrated sometimes.
Yeah. And I'm a collector to my core. I will collect things that I like. So AT's albums it is, I guess.
Facts. That's how I feel. I was telling her that's how I feel about my home decor. Like I've made my home like an official home.
Yeah. So it's amazing in here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I know like everyone says that, but
I don't know how I'm going to move out.
Well, you call me, I'll help you. We'll just carry the plants out.
Okay, literally one by one.
It's fine. We can do it.
Beautiful.
No big deal.
Thank you. Now we are going to move on to our game section. This is called Lyric Love, K-pop edition. And so this is a game where I'm going to give you some lyrics to a song. Okay. And you have to guess what song and which group it comes from.
Great. Yes.
But first I will give you the groups and the name of the song.
Okay.
Because, you know, we all need a little help out here.
So many K-pop songs in the world. Yeah.
So many.
Literally, I was like, oh, good.
So the first group, if you want to write them down, first group is BTS, Butter.
Okay.
Second group is AT's Wonderland.
ATs.
Third group, 17 Hot. Fourth, Stray Kids Backdoor. Fifth, New Jeans Ditto. And sixth, Blackpink Shutdown.
Okay. And I spent all that time writing ATs.
Writing about
Yep.
ATs.
I got it. I remember it.
Beautiful. Again, I will tell you the lyrics and you just have to figure out what song and which group it belongs to.
Okay.
And I also want you guys to play. So when I say the lyrics, if you want to just pause and figure out which group it belongs to, you can play along too. Okay?
We can play against each other.
Exactly.
I'm competitive, so.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So first one. Yeah, we gonna do it. Right now. Do it right now, baby.
Right. Totally.
I thought that would be a good first step.
Oh, you're so funny.
I had to.
Oh, right. Totally. I definitely know the answer. Is this English or is this Korean translated into English?
This is just English.
Just English.
Yeah. Yeah, we gonna do it right now. Do it right now, baby. I probably should not put it in cadence because then it's easier to
Right
figure
now.
out. And you can show it to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Butter, BTS.
Seriously?
Stray Kids Backdoor.
Next lyrics. We're still young and wild. Think you know this? We're still young and wild.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at this game.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
AT's Wonderland.
You're gonna get one right, I promise.
Okay, oh my god. No, I'm not gonna get any right because you said that.
Should I put it in cadence? Would that help?
Maybe.
Okay, let's try.
Let's try.
Okay. A, I don't want one more chance.
I feel like I should just stick with one song in one group so that I have to get one right. That's what I'm thinking.
3, 2, 1.
Jeez.
17 Hot.
They're like beating the hell out of me right now.
They
I'm getting
are.
like pummeled, bro. You know, and the worst thing is I play these type of games with my students.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And do they get it right?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll melt your heart in two.
Wait, this one?
3, 2, 1. Yay! Woo-hoo. Got it.
BTS Butter.
Next one. Do you want somebody like I want somebody?
Are these like parts of the chorus?
It's either the chorus or the bridge, which is usually where the English is.
Great. Oh my god. I don't think this is the answer, but I don't know what else to do.
3, 2, 1.
Yay!
Good job.
Oh my
Nice.
New Jeans Ditto.
Beautiful.
Except I did know the answer. Just kidding. I was just joking about being unsure. I knew it.
I
The whole
knew it
time.
all.
Yeah, all along.
Okay, last one. Nah, you don't want to be on my bad side. 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Yay! That sounds like.
Blackpink Shutdown.
Okay, can you redo the? Can I have a second chance
Yes.
for the other three? Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I'll put them in cadence. Yeah, we're gonna do it right now. Do it right now, baby.
Right.
No. That one is backdoor. But you wouldn't
Okay,
know
I
it. Yeah,
really
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know
You
that
wouldn't know
song.
it. Okay. We're still young and wild.
Oh, that's definitely ATs. I don't know why I didn't. I don't. Wait, did you say we're still young and wild?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I said we're still young and wild. But I said it like
That's
without
crazy.
their cadence.
Your cadence, like I was like,
I know, it threw you completely off. I was like,
did. That's crazy. Don't take away my A to E card. I'm
Never.
sorry. That's the comeback that made me an A to E too.
Me too.
Really? Oh, hell yeah. We
I
are the same.
love that song.
Right?
Like that answer.
Ooh, answer.
What was the fire?
Fireworks.
Wow, Bunoria. Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
fireworks,
I'm
yeah.
like fire.
Ooh, you like fireworks. Fireworks was maybe my least favorite comeback.
Interesting.
Fun fact.
I get it.
Yeah.
Totally get it.
Yeah.
But I liked it because of the dance.
No,
Like
yeah,
I think the
get that.
dance is like fire.
God tier. I love Inception.
Inception is good. The dance that sent me to heaven and back, Win.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because
Okay.
it's so like chaotic and strong.
Yeah.
But in like the best way possible. Like
Did you
every
see that
time
in
they do
concert?
that. Yes.
Nice.
Every time they do that dance break, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, you went to the January concert, right?
Yeah. So good. But the thing, like, I got sad because they didn't do, because, you know, like, Win has two different, like, dance break. And they
Chorus
didn't do,
parts.
and I was
Yeah.
so mad they didn't do the one I loved,
Aw.
but it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know why they switched it up.
That sucks.
And I love the little go-kart dance. Joint.
Yeah.
Or shopping cart. I said go-kart.
The little shopping cart, the little vacuum. Say my name. Yeah.
I love that
Let's
joint.
go.
There's so ATs in their dances.
They're
They're
so
so
good.
good.
Yeah.
Like it's so aesthetically pleasing that I just cannot. And
Like,
that's why I love them so much.
Halazia is insane.
Insane. He chops his neck and just,
Yeah, holla holla. Yeah.
yeah. Crazy.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
insane.
no idea what we're talking about, but it's
They're like zoned out. They
Like-
beat me in the game and they didn't need to know anything else. Right. When I even missed the ATs question, so
it's fine.
don't take away my AT card, please. Please don't hate me. Oh my God. I can't believe
But that was essentially the end of our episode. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. We really enjoyed having you here. It was such a good time. So thank
for
you.
having me. Oh my gosh. If you want to talk about K-pop, I'm your girl.
We'll come back. We'll do a
got
second
you.
episode. Y'all let us know down in the comments if you like this episode. If you want to see some more, we'll bring in some more K-pop, some more opinions,
Yeah.
and just
Don't
get it
hate
done.
me, please.
Oh. My subscribers would never hate you.
Yeah.
Now would we?
No. You guys are amazing and lovely and wonderful. And
Pretty much. That is how it is. All right. And if you guys can like, subscribe, and comment below, I would really appreciate it. I would love to get my subscribers up. But I also want to send a big shout out to the subscribers that I do have. I have now reached 109 subscribers.
Nice.
So I have hit over the 100 mark, and I want to thank you guys. You are so amazing. Thank you for watching me and tuning in and just coming back every single week to see what I have, in store for you guys. And I'm going to do my best to continuously be consistent with you all. And so, yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're the best. You.
Them.
You. And you guys. But you beat me at the game, so.
Next time.
I have a grudge. Yeah,
Next
I'll win next time. I'll win
Have a
next time.
grudge.
I promise. I'll be better.
That's hilarious. All right. And thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from, and be blessed. Bye-bye.